Okay. Hey YouTube, and today is Thursday, and you know what that means. So we are now mid-September, so now we're all like back in school, we're back in the groove, and I'm gonna talk about school today because, oh my god. Okay, school sucks. First of all, you have to be there. It's always super, super boring. Like, your teachers, like, if you're lucky enough to get a good teacher that's not, like, boring as hell, kudos to you. And if you actually enjoy your classes, even better, because that makes it easier to pass and succeed. Because if you have a boring teacher and a boring class and it's at 8 a.m., that's like 3 bads. Like, what are the odds that you're gonna get like a good grade? 8 o'clock, man, that is hard to get started. Like, if you have like a math or science class, forget it. Like, you are so done. Like, good luck. The amount of homework. Like, when you get your class outline at the beginning of semester, they give you like, they tell you how much homework you're gonna have potentially. And you know, like, usually it says like 1 to 3 hours of homework a week. And you're like, oh, that's not so bad. You know, like, when you think about it, you're like, oh, you know, I'll get it done faster. Wrong. For example, just my humanities homework on the weekend took me 4 hours. I had to do the readings. I had to actually understand the readings because there were comprehension questions that I had to answer in paragraph format. There were about 6 of them, so I basically wrote an entire essay on the weekend on this reading that I still kind of don't really understand, Googling like half of the definitions because I had no idea what any of the words meant. My teacher decided to pick a really intelligent book because he figured, hey, my students are 18, 19, 20, they should, you know, be challenged when they read. Wrong! I don't want to be challenged. I actually want to read it, understand it, retain the information, and then be able to relay it to someone else if I have to. And, like, he didn't want us using any of the words from the book. And if you're quoting an idea from the book, you had to, like, cite it. Like you're writing an essay, MLA style. But I found it so stupid because it's just homework questions that he didn't end up looking at. Like, this teacher, what he does is, he, like, picks, like, 3 or 4 students every class, and he checks their homework. And he's going to check your homework, specifically you, maybe 3 times during the entire semester. And if you did all your homework, good job for you, 15% at the end of the semester. But you don't know when he checks your homework. So you actually have to do it every single time. And I have class twice a week. Cafeterias. Oh my god. Okay, at my school we have 3 different cafeterias. There is the main cafeteria, the Jake's Hall. That's where most people go. And then there's the cafeteria in the end building, which everyone calls the Guido Caf, because all the Italians hang out there. And you walk in there and you feel so judged. And then there's the other caf called the Asian Caf. And that's where, like, all the Asians, I guess. And that's where, like, all the geeky, nerdy people go. And, like, you go in there and it's like, you walk in and you hear, like, about 10 different conversations about the weirdest shit. And, like, you don't understand any of it because unless you're a geek or a nerd or, like, play Dungeons and Dragons or whatever the hell they do, you won't understand them. I'm just gonna stick to the library from now on. The only reason I was sitting there is because I needed to eat, and you're not allowed to eat in the library. Which brings me to my next point, the library. In my school, the library has 3 floors. There is the first floor, which is the quiet place, like, you're not allowed to talk at all. Like, if they see you talking and if you start making noise, they will kick you out. The next floor, the second floor, is for, like, quiet study, but, like, there's a bit of talking aloud, but it can't get too loud. And then the next floor is group study. So that is, like, the loudest floor ever. And people go there to not study. They just steal all the tables and they sit there in groups and talk loudly and do nothing productive. And, like, if you actually have a group project, well, sucks to be you because all these morons over here are stealing all the tables because there's probably no room in any of the cafes. I feel like I always pick the wrong place to sit because there is always a group of gossiping females that comes like 5 minutes after I do, and I'm here trying to actually do work because that's what I do when I go to the library. I do work, and they're gossiping loudly and obnoxiously, and I just want to strangle them because they're so loud and so annoying. And it's like, what are you doing? This is the quiet area. I'm in the quiet area because I need quiet because I suck at focusing. And then I end up just like listening to their drama, and for some reason it's always the same group of girls, and I never sit in the same place. Like, it's a pretty big library, and I never ever sit in the same place. And it's always the same ones. So now I kind of know their life story just because they always sit in my spot in the library. So that is really annoying, and I kind of want to kill them. What I'm going to be ranting about is gym class, because I had gym yesterday, and I am so sore. Like, it took me an hour to motivate myself to get out of bed this morning because everything hurts. My gym class is called fitness/weight training. So you know what that means? It's like going to the gym. There's all these machines and weights, and you just go at it. Except I'm actually getting graded on this, so I actually have to do it. Well, you know what? I'm not even gonna I can make a whole video ranting about gym. You know what? That's gonna be my video next week. So you guys can just like come have a moment with me, and we're gonna rant about gym, because gym deserves its very own video. That's how much I have to say about it. Oh God. Yep. That is my rant for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel. Check us out. Show your friends. Whatever. We love you guys, and we appreciate you 8 subscribers, or how many there are now. I don't know. I don't really check. But we love you guys, and I will see you next week. Peace!